Hello there, and welcome to, wait, what? Oh, my bad. I'm here for iron. So let's get to our iron workout today. I'm all over the place. Okay, cool. So for today's workout, which will be listed right boop, here for iron, we're going to be doing 5 sets of 3 repetitions at 80 to 85% of your 1 rep max. We're going to do that every 3 minutes. So set a clock for 15 minutes, and that'll get you through that. After we get done those repetitions, okay, 5 by 3, 15 total repetitions, we're going to drop the weight down to 65%, and we're going to do 2 more sets, still every 3 minutes, for 10 repetitions at 65%, okay? So a total of 7 total sets. We're going to get into it. All right, so you obviously need to spend some time prior to that 85 to work up to that. So I'd say you should also give yourself about 12 to 15 minutes to build up to that 80 to 85% for your first set of 3. All right? But let's get down to our nitty-gritty of how to do deadlifts and how to get set up. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. All right. So I have our bar, lovely bar set up here. And what we're going to do is when we come up to the bar or address the bar, we want to be looking down at our feet, right? And we want to split our foot in half, right? And so we're looking at right at the laces, right where the laces are over our shoes when we look down into that, right? So there is a amount of separation between me and the bar. What we don't want to do is don't want to just come up and slam those shins against that bar, right? So right where the laces go over our foot, so split there, right? Because as I go down and reach towards the bar, my shin is going to go a little bit forward, okay? So, and instead of thinking about bringing the bar to my shins, I should be bringing the shins more to the bar as opposed to the opposite. So I'm going to send my hips back, right? Reach down. We're going to get that back locked flat, nice and straight. Chest is tall. Now in this position, and also depending on your biomechanics, you may have a lower hip than someone who's taller, may have a higher hip to reach that position of vertical shin comparatively to your back length, okay? So I've got shorter legs, longer torso, so this is my starting position right here. You'll also notice that I'm keeping my head neutral versus that Pez dispenser motion, right? So as I go down and address the bar, cranking that head up, right? We don't need that. We want to keep our head neutral. So back is flat, chest is tall, head is neutral. I'm bringing my shins to the bar. I'm going to pull the slack out of the bar. So you see how I pull a little bit against that bar. And then from there, I'm going to press the ground away and drive up and extend. See, the head is still neutral and slightly drops down a tiny bit. Then hips go back, tracing my legs of the bar down to the ground. You can also talk about that you're going to feel the steel. So that bar should be just lightly touching our thigh, but it's not just doing a cheese grater where it's just crunching down our thigh as we go to it, okay? But the other question comes in is that, hey, my grip gives out. Well, you've got a couple different options on that. You can use a hook grip. It's not great feeling. But you can use a hook grip and keep that double overhand grip the entire time through, or you can use a mixed grip, okay, which will just counteract the idea of the bar spinning by pushing force against both sides. When should I do that? You can use that double overhand position for as long as you can until your grip really becomes challenged, right? What this is also going to do is with the double overhand grip is you're going to create symmetry between your arms and create good scapular balance, okay? So shoulder blades even, okay? So those shoulder blades are both being pinned equally on both sides. Once I switch, I rotate the shoulder a little bit and put myself into a little bit different position on my shoulder blades into that. But that'll let you handle heavier loads because of the grip situation on as you go through it, okay? And so how that looks is that in my position, this is my normal double overhand, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shift one hand forward while the other hand faces back. So one supinated, one pronated. Pressing down, getting my good position again, flat back, press ground away and stand, back down under control, reset, push, okay? And working repetitions just like that, all right? So that is our workout for today for iron portion of it. We're going to be back in a second for our body built with portion. All right, so see you in a second. All right, welcome back to the body built portion of this workout. What we're going to be doing for this is we're going to be doing 3 to 4 sets of 30 split stance RDLs and 12 to 15 per leg of Bulgarian suitcase split squats. Okay, so let's get down to this stuff. It'll be listed right here so you can follow along and know exactly what we're going to do. So when we talk about 30 of these RDLs with a split stance, we're really talking about 15 on each leg. You can partition them however you want, just as long as you get 30 repetitions done and 15 done on each leg, okay? So let's get into that first. So I've got these heavy 10-pound dumbbells, and what we're gonna do is, if this is a normal RDL, right, where we take the dumbbells, kind of place them on our thighs, we're gonna drive those hips back, make sure those knees are rotating out, head neutral, and we're getting that extreme stretch in the hamstrings and maintaining that really ramrod straight back, right? Almost like I'm a bird feeder and I could put water in that low back and it would stay there, and then driving up and squeezing tight. So huge stretch in both legs. For the split stance, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one step forward and one back, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus only on that front leg, right? So that front leg out in front, so all my weight's in there, and then I up and squeeze tight, okay? So pushing those hips back, loading up that hamstring. Not a locked leg, just a slight bend in that knee. Drive up, squeeze tight. So I've got that split stance. So maybe I do 5 on that, switch. 5 on the other side, right? And I keep switching back until I get 15 on each leg. Or I just do all 15. Depends on how much weight you have and what kind of stimulus you want to get on that hamstring and through that glute. All right, so that's what we have for our first part. Again, 30 repetitions of those, partitioned however you want, as long as you get 15 on each leg. All right, so then we go to our Bulgarian split squat. We're gonna hold these in the suitcase style, which means just at our sides, versus front rack, versus overhead, versus mix. Okay, you get the idea. Suitcase. So how I find this position is like so. Everyone's different, but an easy starting point is that what I would do is I take my calves and I just lightly touch the bench behind me. From there, I'm gonna go 3 feet in front of that. So that's actually 2 feet, because 2 feet away. Now I'm at 3 feet, get myself set, and then place that back foot onto that bench behind me. Then I'm gonna lower myself down, let the back leg knee slightly kiss, and press up. I'm putting all the weight into that front leg. This leg is for balance and coordination, right? And pressing back up. Okay, 12 to 15 on one leg, and 12 to 15 on the other leg. Now, if you have different lengths of leg than, say, me, you may need to go slightly farther or slightly shorter, okay? This is all, again, up to what you need for your personal preference on what feels good. But we're getting all your weight into that front leg. That's what we're trying to get stronger, okay? So 12 to 15 on both legs of that, and for 3 to 4 sets total on that. No time frame, no nothing like that, but we want to spend at least maybe 30 seconds between, 30 seconds to a minute between our RDLs and our split squats, Bulgarian split squats, and then maybe another minute to 2 minutes after we get done those before we start our next set, okay? So we have enough time to recover to really put all of our focus and our energy into those working sets, okay? So that is our Body Built With workout today. I will see you at another Anywhere workout next time, okay? And Trey will be back right soon, all right? Have a great one. See you then.